Aerodrome Finance price update. Today I will show you why the token will go much higher than you expect. My name is mikemadz. Let's start this video. Before I start the video, every like and every comment is super important. Every single type of engagement makes a difference. The more people engage, the better for the video, the better for the entire community, the better for our tokens. Appreciate you. Let's start. Alright, let's stop wasting time. Let's jump straight into it, especially here as the markets are heating up and altcoins are starting to look pretty good. I want to push out this video as fast as possible. Of course, main topic today, as always here, Aerodrome. Why nobody, and I truly mean it, nobody is bullish enough on the AERO token and certain dynamics that happened here last year that made AERO holders kind of pessimistic for the wrong reasons. 2 100x base coins I'm currently accumulating. A brand new AERO price prediction, also comparing it to Ethereum here, super important to see where the market cap or where the price can go here during this year. And also very important here, caution. Be aware of this trap. Unfortunately, most people will fall in this trap, so make sure to pay attention. Why nobody's bullish on Aerodrome? And I want to keep it as simple as possible here. I want to simplify my entire Aerodrome thesis here one more time here to make you understand why I'm so bullish on the AERO token here. Very simplified version here. First things first, you need to understand, of course, there are market structures, there's market cycles, and currently we are clearly in a bull market. Not only that, we're actually entering here into the bubble phase of the cycle. So the bubble phase, you can almost see it here, how it's going to happen. Treasuries are simply aping into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Altcoins are starting to wake up, and we are actually, believe it or not, at the later stages of the cycle here, where altcoins will most probably here pop off, and we will enter into this mania phase where even microcaps explode to much higher levels. So we are in the bull market, step number one. Step number two, of course, you need vessels for investors to go into tokens, and one of the biggest vessels here is simply Coinbase. Why is that? Because as you can see here, over 10.8 million monthly active users are on Coinbase. And you have to keep in mind, Coinbase is very retail driven, retail friendly, and a huge exchange. Okay. Second step, you need a vessel, you need a vehicle for people to buy tokens. And this is Coinbase here. Why? Because of the massive user amount. Third step here, you have to have retail here. Retail will come in, especially during the later stages of the cycle here. And retail only wants one thing. Retail only cares about prices of the token. And second of all, retail only cares about making millions overnight. So retail in combination with the mania phase, in combination with the vehicle to buy tokens here, this is where Aerodrome is gonna shine here. Why? Because the Aerodrome Coinbase integration will be an absolutely beautiful onboarding tool here for retail to ape into, first of all, base tokens, and second of all, to ape into the AERO token here as Aerodrome. This will help Aerodrome with massive adoption here. Very simplified way to show my thesis here on Aerodrome, but I think simplicity works, and especially here for retail, simplicity is all that matters next to token price. So this is why I think Aerodrome here will copy, of course not one-to-one, the parabolic mania price action of Uniswap here we had in prior cycles. Not saying here that Aerodrome will go to $60-$70, but I think Aerodrome will and can go much higher than most people expect, especially here after years of Aerodrome, the Aerodrome token price here chopping around 60 cents to $2 here. People are starting to give up and people are starting to lose hope. Why? Because patience is a hard thing to have here in the space, but patience is absolutely needed here, and patience will, at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, will reap you the most rewards here, especially for Aerodrome. So this is why I think Aerodrome will go much higher than most people expect. Now, taking a look at 2 base coins here I'm currently accumulating. Big disclaimer here, because some people unfortunately seem to be offended here in me covering other tokens and other projects. For those people, I suggest you just simply join fetish forums, guys, because clearly you're marrying some sort of code, you're marrying your token, you're marrying some sort of, I don't know what you're marrying actually. I'm here to make money. I'm here to jump on winners. I'm here to jump on real use cases. And this is all I can say. Now, the 2 base coins I'm covering today, first things first, Alien Base here. Now, Alien Base, most people know by now, a DEX on base here. Why I'm so bullish on it and my price targets I will cover here. Now, first things first, for the people that think that only Aerodrome can be successful here and only Aerodrome will gain value while other DEXs will not, guys, that doesn't make any sense here. Multiple usually multiple winning DEXs are per ecosystem, guys. DEXs are, some people like alien-based, like to use alien-based more than Aerodrome, and that's absolutely fine here. And if you look in other ecosystems here, there are usually multiple over 100 million plus DEXs and tokens here on other ecosystems. And I think with Base, this is also can be the case here. So as you can see here, I was covering alien-based last year at much less market cap. Even prior to that, I was an alien-based bull here at much lower market cap levels. Why I'm so bullish on it right now? Because the market cap right now doesn't make any sense whatsoever here. The product itself, it's much better than it was last year, but currently we're only sitting at $12 million in market cap. Does not make any sense, guys. Mark my words here. I personally think here, well, price predictions will come later here, but taking a look at the product first, just like I said, it's a much better DEX here than it was last year. And as you can see here, you can search, analyze, and trade the best price for any base token on any base here. From any pool, from any DEX, as soon as the token is live, you can trade it on any base. Absolutely great interface here. And also with the new analytics tool, I think this thing is absolutely undervalued, guys. Okay, not financial advice, of course. The only thing that's missing with any base, and I'm trying to help out here, is just simply marketing and getting the word out. Full stop here. And I think here, again, some people will call me Schiller, some people will call me Moonboy. If you're not, have never been around in a mania phase, I totally understand here why you think this is not possible. But in my personal opinion, a great DEX here, great functionality, okay, great to use in my personal opinion. Sometimes even I like to use it much more, or I prefer it much more than to Aerodrome. I think something like that can go to over $500 million. Keep in mind in peak mania. This does not mean here that this can stay for weeks and months at those levels, but I think this is clearly possible here. Not financial advice, okay? Second token I'd like to cover today, and this is a very unique one, and hopefully my community appreciates and understands that this is not a pump and dump, or my intention here is to extract any value. Doesn't make any sense, guys. This base actually are launched on Zora. If you don't know what Zora is, go and check it out here. Majority of the supply is locked over years. There's no way I can pull liquidity, etc. Everything is super transparent. I'm talking about my own token, guys, on base here. Something I always wanted to do, okay? I always wanted to do that. I didn't find the right platform to do it, and I didn't find the right timing to do it, but I think right now is the best time to create those created coins. And I will show you, also share the thesis why I think those tokens have the potential, also market cap wise, to pop off like crazy. Right now sitting below 100K market cap. I don't have to tell you, usually those things go absolutely parabolic after my video. Not financial advice, and this is not my intention with this token. This token would just simply be a complementary to my channel here, following my channel along, and this will be always a part of my channel and my community. Okay, so mikemadz token on base here. Why I'm so bullish on it right now is very simple here. The Zora success. Zora is basically Instagram on the blockchain, where every post and every profile is a token itself. The Zora success is reminding me very much here of the success of virtuals here last year. Last year, the virtual token absolutely exploded here, and then the AI agents went absolutely parabolic with daily runners here with crazy gains. And I think the same market structure and the same dynamic is repeating here, only with Zora here. The Zora token went absolutely parabolic, I think from $1 million market cap into over 100 million. Now's the time to bid on creators here. Those creator coins are gonna mimic what AI agents here did last year, in my personal opinion, not financial advice. And me being a creator that actually has a community, has a YouTube channel, not many creators have that on Zora. This is why I'm bullish on myself, of course, here without sounding too cocky. And of course, this is the chart right now. No selling, transparency with the transactions. And if I would sell any tokens, it would absolutely pop up immediately here on the Zora app itself. So not financial advice, just a nice community token. If you're bullish on the community, make sure to join. And I'm also planning here to have some sort of use case, of course, for the token, some sort of alpha group here. If you hold the token, you can join, but this is to be discussed here. Now, getting back to Aerodrome here and the brand new Aerodrome price prediction. First things first, I want to get back to the chart here. Just taking a look at the chart, we have some sort of pattern here. Now, Some people might say this is a rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern, but this is way too early to tell. And timing wise, I don't think that this is time to be bearish in the market. So it doesn't make any sense. So for this pattern, I would just simply use it here for trend, for support and resistance. And as you clearly can see here, the bull market support band did its thing again here. So the bull market support band is curling up. So the bull market support, so the support for Aerodrome is actually also moving higher. And this is why we have to hold 75 cents right now. Okay, so this moved up from 70 cents to 75 cents. As long we are above 75 cents, I think the upside, we have room to the upside here. And actually it's a bullish market structure. I like to keep things simple, and it usually works for me. And as you can see here, it worked here in the last recent weeks, always testing this bull market support band, shooting up, again, testing here, and currently we're moving higher. In my personal opinion, it is time here, just because where we are in the cycle, it is time here for Aerodrome to show strength here. And again, I think here, start of Q4, we will be at all-time highs here. In my personal opinion, not financial advice and any black swans excluded. Now, take a look at the price prediction. I already showed this here, but just an updated version here. As you can see here, this is one of the most important charts for Aerodrome, full stop here. This is the comparison between Aerodrome and Ethereum here, because as you hold Ethereum, you want something that's outperforming Ethereum with less risk. Okay, so you don't want to have something with more risk that's not even outperforming Ethereum. Doesn't make any sense here. And this is why it's super important to compare those two. And as you can see here, Aerodrome right now at very, very important support. And right now is the time where Aerodrome should start picking up here. Now the price prediction is very, very simple. Okay, we don't have to guess here out of the blue. Price prediction for Aerodrome is very, very simple. If Ethereum goes to 7.5K, which is I think very, very possible. Some people are calling for higher. I think 7.5K is absolutely doable and realistic. If Ethereum goes to 7.5K and the Aerodrome to Ethereum chart goes back to its highs, Aerodrome can be above $4 here. This is with Aerodrome only going back to the highs here. If Aerodrome starts to really break out even on this chart here, yes guys, as unrealistic it might sound here, Aerodrome can go to much, much higher prices than most people expect here. Okay, not financial advice, just my own opinion here. Now, closing off this video, caution and be aware of this trap. Unfortunately, this time around next year, many people, and actually the majority of people, will be absolutely wrecked, and most probably here in the worst situation financially they ever have been in. Why is that? Because this trap happens every single cycle here. When mania starts to creep around, when the bull markets really starts to kick in, people forget that bear markets are a thing here. And if history is any indication, and if data is any indication, around this time here next year, we should be deeply in the bear market. I know some people are starting to talk about lengthening cycles and no bear markets at all. Guys, do me a favor. Please ignore those people. You will get absolutely wrecked. And then unfortunately, you will be a bag holder holding an altcoin for years before you see any profit at all. Some altcoins will die, unfortunately. So time is running out. We don't have a lot of time left, guys, which does not mean here that the upside potential is limited. No, the last phase of the cycle is absolutely parabolic usually for some coins. So it is something to look forward to. Okay, so I'm not trying to be a boomer. I'm not trying to be a doomer here, but this is something to keep in mind. But at the end of the day, guys, make sure to do your own research. Super, super important. Be bullish on yourself. That yields the most returns. Most important thing is, don't get wrecked.
Man, this guy giving up from blue tops like Mars Simpson, just hard discipline, pot simmering, cooking up, no rocks in the pan, watching the playing form in the sand, bidding castles out of thoughts in our head, late nights, no sleep in my bed, trying to see my dreams manifest. Look at that, now look at that, we like